Everyone, welcome back to Your Fighting Championship. I have here Mr. Tom Mallin.
Mallin. Yeah.
Mallin. Congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
Awesome submission
Yeah.
via armbar.
Yeah.
He nearly rolled out of it, but
Almost.
prevented it.
Yeah. Cut the leg.
So talk to me about it. Like, well, just walk me through the maps there.
Well, to be honest, I was feeling a lot more calm than usual. Normally, I'm quite anti.
Yeah.
But I came out and I know Kelsey starts quite quick. I didn't expect him to be as grappling heavy. But yeah, I knew he started quick. To be honest, he had me earlier on. He caught me on a nice knee and good few shots. He caught me a good calf kick, but once I sort of got him into the position I wanted him in, he wasn't getting out of it. So
Sorry, I am listening. All right. Sorry about that. So where were we? Okay, yeah. So you got your submission. Like what was it like kind of coming in? Was that your plan? Did you want to keep it on the ground or like how
to be honest,
talk to me about it.
I was actually more looking to strike with him. Because what I had noticed in a few of his fights is he doesn't really move his head much. I was sort of hoping to go straight down the middle, but I think I came out a bit too relaxed that time and he sort of caught me early on. He caught me a nice knee to the body and I was like a bit tense after that. So
Gotcha.
He got a few takedowns, but once he ended up in my guard, I've got these long legs.
Yes.
They're not just for show. I can do a bit of harm with them as well. So just threw my hips up. I'd seen he'd been armbarred once before in a similar situation where he was sort of just getting a bit wild on the ground and ended up in one. So I'm happy enough with it. Definitely a few improvements to make. I think my mindset going in was a bit too relaxed.
Okay.
But I've got another one in October, so
it's better than being very anxious going into it.
Well, in some ways, yeah. But I think the anxiety gives you a bit of edge to you, so you're ready to go in there and sort of you're a bit more ready for stuff. Whereas I was sort of just going with the flow, and then he caught me with a few good shots. But like I said, happy enough with the performance. First amateur finish, so it's a good feeling.
How many fights is this for you now?
This is my fourth one. So back in the win column, I had a loss last time out to Logan Peters, who's another good grappler. So I think maybe that went into his game plan a bit to try and grapple with me, but he didn't realize that I do know my way around a wee bit. Like, so.
Heck yeah. Okay, like what's the main thing you're taking away from this that you want to use, next time?
From this fight in particular, probably just a bit more urgency when you get in there, because I don't like starting slow. I normally like to have a good back and forth match, whereas that was sort of just him all over me, and then I got a submission. So I'm sure some people will think it was lucky. Maybe my next opponent will think it was lucky, but to me it was just a bit of a mistake at the start of the fight, but I made up for it anyway. I'm happy I got a first round finish. Sometimes I don't like to end it in the first round. I like it, like I said, I like a back and forth fight, but you can't get much better than that. So I suppose I'll be grateful for it, and into the next fight I'll probably just try and be a little bit more aware of what's going on and be a bit more on edge, because you can end up getting caught, and that's not what I'm here to do. Yeah, no,
it is tough because like I myself, like when I do my jiu-jitsu, I like to I'm very like defensive, you know what I mean? Like I like them to come to me and tire themselves out. In an MMA, you can't really do that points wise. It doesn't help you out at all.
No.
So yeah, it's definitely tough to try and make that switch to be a bit more proactive.
I think it's hard for me as well, because I'm so used to in sparring. I'm normally very relaxed, so I try to try not to rush in too much and try to be really calculated with stuff. But when you're in a cage, it's a completely different ballgame. When you're sparring, everyone's nice and relaxed, but obviously your opponent's going to come out ready, so you just have to adapt to it, which I think I did pretty well. But like I said, the only thing is just a bit more awareness.
Right on. What's on the cards for you for the rest of the year? Are you trying to fight again? I know there's a few promotions that have events on.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to go Cage Conflict in October, and then I believe
everyone's trying to get on that.
Yeah, I'm already on it. So.
Oh, okay, good.
But I believe Wrath is doing another show in November. That's my gym show, so definitely want to be on that. And then I'm hoping I'll be in the Ireland squad for the Gammas in December.
Awesome.
So hopefully it all pans out like that. That would be 6 or 7 fights this year. So I'd say that's pretty good.
That's very good. It's very active. It's very active.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm here to do. Just say yes to everything. I don't really say no to many people. My first fight I was a bit worried about it because I thought the guy was going to batter me, and it did better than I expected. It still came away with a loss, but I just say yes to everyone. I don't really think at this level, especially, I don't think you should be cherry picking opponents, saying no to people or saying yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you should just be going for it. You know, it's amateur. At the end of the day, you're not going to come away with massive injuries unless something freakish happens. So you may as well just do as many as you can, get it in, because you have to pay for your medicals.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? So you're putting money
cost
in.
effective.
Yeah,
you're
putting
as
money
much
into
as you
it.
can.
You want to get as much out as you can. So, like I said, hopefully about 7 fights this year, maybe more than that. So we'll see what happens. But I sit quite close to my fight weight, so I can jump in on short notice ones as well. And
right on.
That works out well for me. So
like, what's one thing that kind of like really drives you to keep doing this?
Well, I've been training it for, I think, about 5 years, maybe coming up to 6. And like,
how old are you now?
18.
18.
So I was training. I'm turning 19, so I was training from when I was about 14, 15. But this has been my dream since, you know, like this is like 7 years of work that I've put into this.
Right
Even
on.
before I was training properly at a gym, I was still going around trying to put to work some stuff. To be honest, it's pretty funny. I actually started playing the UFC games and then was like, I could probably do this. So that's how I got into it. But for me, I really want to just keep cracking down, keep getting to work, and hopefully one day go pro. UFC is the dream because I want to fight the best of the best, but it's a good bit away for now. But hopefully that'll change quite soon. Who knows? Maybe you'll see my name on a bigger screen soon.
Right on. I hope so. If you can give kind of like one of the things I like to do is really just like to spread the awareness of the gospel of combat sports, jiu-jitsu, and all that. Like what would you, if you can give one piece of advice to someone who's maybe they're interested but they're just nervous, or they don't know what to expect, so they're not going to try it. Like what would you do? What would you say to them to try to get them to make that next step?
I don't want to be cliche and say just jump in, because sometimes it doesn't work like that. For me, I was able to because I was just, very overconfident in my own abilities at the start. But if you want to get into it and you're nervous, the best thing to do is, to be honest with you, just even start anywhere. It doesn't have to be at an MMA gym. You can start at any gym and just like a weightlifting gym, something like that. If they have a bag there, you can just hit the bag for, and work on stuff. Not be self-taught, but, try to learn a few things. And then once you feel comfortable enough, you can move into a gym. For me, I got battered my first few times sparring. Like people were destroying me. And now it's not always the other way around. Sometimes I still get battered. But, if you're nervous about starting something, you should just jump in with 2 feet. You're never really, especially in MMA, depending on what gym you are anyway, you're never really going to jump into something and people are going to be rude to you. Everyone at the gym is always really nice.
Some of the kindest people are in these, gyms. Yeah.
Everyone comes from the same sort of background, Everyone was nervous at the start, but when I first came to the gym, I didn't say a word to anyone.
Yeah.
I know I'm sure a few people probably think I'm the loudest in there. So, if you just jump into it, it's what everyone says, but it's true. If you jump into it, there's a lot less is going to go wrong for you. And MMA, although it does seem like you would get injured a lot, I've only ever had 2 injuries from MMA, and both of them were freak accidents. Yeah. So I'm just unlucky. If you jump into it, you can go uninjured completely. And if you don't want to compete, you don't have to. You can just train. There's loads of people just train away and just have these skills that hopefully they'll never have to put to use. But, if you start it, don't like it, doesn't matter. Just, you can keep training, or if it's just really not for you, you just don't need to. But just start something. When you start something, I think you should be committed to it. Personally, for me, I don't like ending things halfway. But if you do start something, you don't like it, just, give it up.
Dial it back even.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah. Look, man, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you coming to talk to me, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
And before we go real quick, everyone, I'm terrible at self-promotion, so I've been trying to do this at the end here. Check out combatconfidential.com. That's my website. Buy a t-shirt or something. It helps, support me coming out to these shows and doing this stuff, and talking to awesome fighters like this. And as you can see, there's, a lot of crap here, and none of it's cheap. So, yeah, please check it out. But look, man, until next time.
Yeah, thank you.
Keep
Hopefully
it real,
I'll talk to you
man?
again soon.
All right, definitely.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Confidential, let's go.